Elon Musk has been one of the most outspoken critics of artificial intelligence. He even went as far as to call AI the greatest risk we face as a civilization, and that Google doesn't know that we're only one small update away from AI taking control of everyone's data. Musk's fear of AI is not unfounded. As technology advances, AI is becoming more and more capable of doing things that humans can do, and sometimes even do them better. In an interview with Wait But Why, Musk said, "I keep sounding the alarm bell, but until people see robots going down the streets killing people, they don't really understand the danger. I mean, sure, technically it could happen, but there was always some assumption that the robots would be benevolent or at least benign." It isn't only Elon who predicted this to happen. Stephen Hawking also believed that robots and artificial intelligence would one day take over the world. The development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race, Hawking said. It would take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate. Humans, who are limited to slow biological evolution, couldn't compete and would be superseded. In Joe Rogan's podcast, Elon said he'd try to convince people to slow down and regulate AI. However, it seems that it fell on deaf ears. Musk said the attendance of AI conferences are doubling each year. The tech billionaire also warned everyone that AI is far more dangerous than nukes, which is why he thinks that it's insane we have no regulatory oversight. So the rate of improvement is really dramatic. We have to figure out some way to ensure that the advent of digital superintelligence is one that is symbiotic with humanity. I think that is the single biggest existential crisis that we face, and the most pressing one. In an interview with Recode's Kara Swisher, Elon said the relative intelligence ratio between humans and AIs is similar between a person and a cat, but maybe bigger. The best scenario for humanity is that we achieve democratization of AI technology, which means no one has control over advanced AI tech. Elon said that the danger is not that AI will develop on its own right away, but it's more so that someone might use it for their own personal agenda. We already have regulators in the aircraft, car, drugs, and food industry, or at anything that may deem to be a danger to humanity. However, Elon believes that it's going to take years before the world leaders will seriously start to think about AI regulation. This is just the normal course of things. Elon said in Joe Rogan's podcast, the automotive regulations took years before cars were required to have seatbelts. Elon said that the automotive industry was against the regulation for over a decade, even though it was seemingly obvious that the seatbelts saved lives. Only after thousands of deaths that the regulators insisted on using seatbelts. However, you can't have the same time frame when it comes to AI. He said that it would be too late to do anything about it at that point. Elon's recommendation has been consistent for years. He suggests that there should be a government committee that'll commit to at least 1 year to gaining insight. That committee will come up with the rules and consultation for a safe advent of AI. Musk said that the power of digital superintelligence is too concentrated in the hands of a few, referring to how much power Google has with collaboration with DeepMind. In the interview with Swisher, Elon said it isn't that he doesn't trust Larry Page and Demis Hassabis, but he believes their value in having independent oversight. To lessen the risk to humanity, Elon started OpenAI, a non-profit organization. It has the goal of advancing digital intelligence in the way that is most likely to benefit humanity as a whole. It reduces the chances of a small group of individuals monopolizing AI's power. So far, we've been lucky that AI has mostly been used for good, but as AI gets more and more powerful, we need to be careful that it does not fall into the wrong hands. Otherwise, we may find ourselves in a future where machines are our masters, and we are nothing more than slaves. So what do you think about Elon's views on AI? Do you think he sees something that the world leaders don't? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy all things Elon, remember to subscribe to stay updated with the latest news and tech advancements.